Okay, welcome back everybody to the Madagascan Simian Conservation Project career mode in Planet Zoo. 2 years ago upload. I don't remember the last time I uploaded this. But we're just gonna start. We're continuing where we left off. And that's about it. Watch the last video if you need to be caught up. Resume. Okay.
Lovely stuff. Now
Oh,
our
hello.
guests can learn all about our venomous friend here. Right, now, I've got a bit of a big job for you. I need you to increase the number of species in the zoo. You'll probably want to adopt both habitat and exhibit animals to do so, which will mean building plenty of new habitats and exhibits for them. Go on, off you pop. I'll check in with you when you're almost done.
Off I pop. Okay. So we need to have at least 2 more species in the zoo, and then increase our welfare to 90%. So basically what's going on is I'm continuing the series. I'm just gonna do this really quick, and then the episode will actually be like the next zoo, and then I'm just gonna record the whole session, and that way we can just have a whole episode dedicated to each map, no matter how long it takes, I guess. So we're gonna keep going. Let's put 2 more species in this zoo. Okay, so that means we actually don't have any room for like those kind of new species. I think what we're gonna have to do is exhibit trading. Let's see. Exhibits. We have burrowing cockroaches and iguanas. So let's grab these giant tiger land snails. Ooh, and Goliath frogs. Pretty. There we go. Okay. So now just gotta find some exhibits. I don't think they're in this page. I think they're in facilities. Yeah. This looks so weird. Honestly, I'm just gonna do this just to get it over with. There we go. And now it's magically just floating there. So exhibit trading, we'll go to our storage, we'll get our frogs, we'll send them here. Oops. And then we'll go back, get our snails, we'll send them into here.
My, you have been busy,
There we go.
haven't you? Splendid. But now that you've adopted all these lovely new species, we need to make sure they're nice and happy. So let's
Which
get
I
the
have.
average welfare across the zoo nice and high, shall we? And by we, I mean you. Go on, get to it.
And I did it.
Lovely job there. You should be proud of yourself. Not only have you expanded the zoo and kept the animals as happy as Lanny, but you didn't bankrupt us in the process. Amazing.
And we did a bit of magic. So we're just gonna return to menu.
Wow!
Oh.
Well, you've certainly transformed the zoo. I barely recognize it. a wonderful new exhibit, some fascinating new species, and you've done wonders for the animals' welfare by enriching their habitats. Who doesn't love playing with a 3-foot wide soccer ball, huh? I mean, other than professional soccer players. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't easy, though. I expect money was tighter than a possum's pouch. Plowing all those funds back into the welfare of the animals doesn't make running these places a picnic. Although, it does make me feel a little less guilty about how much our gift shops charge. No, as far as I'm concerned, the only reason to run a zoo is to help animal kind. Sadly, it appears some other people have far less noble goals.
That's true. After working at a zoo, I understand a lot more why the gift shops are so expensive, especially like a non-profit organization. Like, they're not like funded by the government or anything. So really like all the money that you pay to just get in alone, um, that goes like really like straight towards the animals. Um, so it's kind of important to have like higher prices. But of course, you know, that's why they have deals and that's why they have like passes and it really helps like support the animals. Not all zoos do it, and not all zoos are as kind to their animals, but usually, yeah, they're pretty good. So, if you ever feel bad and you feel like they're in jail, don't feel bad. It's okay. They're being spoiled the best they can, and they don't need all that open space. They don't need to forage for food. They don't need to hunt. So they don't need all that space. There's no competition. There's no predators. There's no struggle, um, which is sad, but that's the way it has to be. And that's also why they give them enrichment and they, you know, give them special like toys and, you know, almost like play dates. It's good for them, and it educates the public. So it's pretty nice. If you want to know more, just ask. We're gonna return to the menu.
Ah, pandas. They're my daughter's favorite animal. I think it's fair to say that if ever there was an animal which has captured the public's imagination, it's pandas. Oh, well, that's assuming you ignore cats and dogs, obviously. It'll take more than a cute bear to knock them off of the top spot. Oh, but did you know? Thanks to the incredible conservation work that's being done in China and around the world, pandas are no longer endangered. Amazing! That said, they're still considered vulnerable. So, this zoo is extraordinarily lucky and honored to be part of that conservation effort. It really speaks to our reputation, a reputation that you're going to be in charge of maintaining, along with all the general maintaining, too. I really can't tell you how important the welfare of those pandas is. Oh, wait, I can. It is vitally important. The eyes of the world are on you, my friend. Although, perhaps more pressingly, the eyes of Nancy are on you, too.
Hey,
Welcome
we did
to
it.
China.
Thanks.
This is Bernie's brand new Panda Celebration Zoo. So new, in fact, that it's not quite finished. But we'll deal with that later. First, let's take a tour of the zoo. Obviously, the giant pandas are the main attraction for this zoo, and luckily for us, we have one which was born just a few days ago. Let's go and have a look at it. Go on, don't be shy. Select the panda cub.
Well, I gotta find it first. Oh, there you are.
And click on the camera to enter animal camera mode.
Yay!
Oh, Doesn't it just warm the cockles of your heart?
My
So
what now?
cute! Did you know that giant pandas, or Ailuropoda melaleuca, if we're being formal,
Ooh.
are the only entirely herbivorous bears? They can actually eat up to 38 kilos of bamboo a day. Not that surprising, given that they'll spend up to 14 hours a day chomping away. I don't imagine this little fluff ball has that kind of appetite yet, though. Oh no.
It's cute.
I just got word from one of our keepers that a sable antelope was placed into a habitat without going through quarantine first, and that they're displaying signs of disease. We'll have to move them into quarantine to stop the infection from spreading to the other animals. To do that, go to the highlighted habitat, find the infected animal, and then select them to bring up their information panel.
Okay. Where is our highlighted habitat? There it is. Okay. Information panel. Not gonna lie, I forgot what she wanted me to do.
Good. Now click move and then transfer them into quarantine. I've
Oh, it's
highlighted
this
the
one.
quarantine facility in the zoo for you.
Move. And we were just at quarantine. Yeah. There we go.
Oh, phew. That's a relief. Now that we've stopped the infection from spreading any further, we need to build a vet surgery so the antelope can be treated and then returned to his habitat. I've already highlighted where I'd like you to build it, so why don't we head over there? In order to build the vet surgery, click on Facilities, Staff Facilities, and then Vet Surgeries.
There we go.
That's
It's
the
connected.
job.
It is.
Vet surgeries play a very important role in a zoo, as they're the only places that vets can treat the animals. Once there's room for the antelope, the vet will pick them up from quarantine and bring them to the surgery.
Okay.
Yes,
Hi there.
diseases can spread through a habitat quite easily, especially if the water inside it isn't being cleaned regularly. As it happens, I just got a report that one of our water treatment facilities has broken down, and the water in the flamingo and saltwater crocodile habitats has gotten dirty. I've highlighted the water treatment facility for you, so you should go and check it out.
These guys? Yeah, flamingo, saltwater crocodile. Oh, there it is. Oh no.
Click on the water treatment facility to bring up its information panel.
Okay.
Yes, I don't think you need a degree in mechanics to tell that this thing's thoroughly banjaxed. Click call mechanic to get them to come over and fix it for us.
Yeah, it's a little messed up.
So, just to explain, water treatment facilities work in a similar manner to power sources, in that they have a radius of influence around them. That means any body of water which is even partly within that radius will be cleaned automatically. Also, like power sources, if they get damaged, that radius of influence will shrink, meaning that it might stop cleaning water sources which were only just within its reach. If you want to check how much of your zoo is covered by your water treatment facilities, then there's a heat map you can use to see the coverage. That way, you can quickly spot problem areas and rectify the issue.
Okay, let's call a mechanic.
Good work. Now that the water treatment facility has been repaired, the water will be cleaned up in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. You can also use mechanics to repair power facilities, transport rides, bins, benches, signs, and, as you already know, habitat barriers. Now, I'll be honest, I'm still a little worried about that disease scare we had, so I think we should do some research into it. Doing research into a disease can help prevent future outbreaks of it. And even if we do have an outbreak, it'll make the disease much less potent. I'd like you to start some research into bordetalosis. Disease research can be found in vet research, so head over to your research centre and get one of the vets researching it.
There we go. Easy.
Lovely job. Once that research is complete, I expect we'll send that disease packing in no time.
Whew! That was a close run thing with those antelopes. I
Yeah.
dread to think what might have happened if you hadn't got them into quarantine as quickly as you did. Fast thinking there. We had a horrible outbreak of viral gastroenteritis here at Goodwin House. Although, luckily, that was just limited to me and my wife.
Right. Now that we've got all our urgent tasks in hand, we can start to focus on the guests and improving their time in the park. You see, you can also do research into new and improved guest facilities, transport rides, as well as new types of barrier and other things via the workshop. I've highlighted the workshop for you, so head over there, select it, and then click on View Workshop. And finally, assign a mechanic to research souvenir shops by dragging and dropping them onto it. I can't wait to see what they come up with.
Souvenir shops. Here we go.
Great stuff. That research will take a little while, so let's have a look at something else in the meantime. Because we've had some good news.
Is the antelope okay?
It turns out that we're allowed to adopt more giant pandas. The
Ooh.
authorities have given us 3 females to help with our breeding program. Even so, I'm sure you know how notoriously difficult it is to get pandas to breed, so we'll have to be patient.
We
Our
can do
current
that.
giant panda habitat is full to the brim, but luckily we've already got another habitat ready to go. But before we move our new pandas in, they'll need to go through quarantine. Of course, we can't do that until we've accepted them. So open up animal trading and go into the animal reward section. Just click Transfer to Animal Storage next to each of the pandas, and then they'll be sent there. Finally, we can send them from animal storage to quarantine. To do that, just select them in animal storage, then click Send to Zoo, and then click on the quarantine facility in the zoo. Don't worry, I've highlighted it for you so you can find it easily.
Yay.
While we wait for them to clear quarantine, you should set up their new habitat so they feel at home in there. I'll also need you to bring over one of the male pandas from our other habitat, because without him, we're not going to have much of a breeding program, are we? So go on, move him over and get everything set up for your pandas.
Okay, that's a female. That's a male. Wang. Yu Shang. He's 10 years old. He's 9 years old. Let's bring him. Let's move him over. And then we got to set it up for them. So we'll do it kind of similar. There we go. That looks terrible. But it's something for them. We'll see if we can see them play on it. Okay, what else do we need to do? Add food enrichment? Okay. Put everything close to the people so people can see. And the terrain welfare. So we'll click on this. Environment. We'll keep those plants. They don't hurt them. But we definitely need better plants. So let's see. Let's go to nature. Oh, paint the terrain. Oh. Let's see. Where's our panda? Hey, buddy. I just need to know what you like. So they actually don't like these. So we're gonna get rid of those. Get rid of all those. Maybe we'll put new plants. Or I'm not sure that even does anything negative since they can't like reach it or anything. I don't know. I don't know how that works. Um, but let's see. He likes the terrain. He needs more short grass and less long grass. So we'll just paint. There we go. Perfect. Now we need enough coverage. We're gonna do continent and we're gonna do Asia. What about these guys? Do I like these? They do, but they don't do much. Okay. What about these? Sometimes having them on auto rotate is kind of annoying, but when you're trying to make things look random, like when you're doing like actual designing, it looks nice. Let's see. Oh, they don't like these. Okay, well, holly trees, do they like those? Look, he's smelling the flowers. The sweetie. Okay. So usually I would go like pretty in depth with like the designing of this place. But I don't know, it's just this is all pre-made, so it's hard to make it look the way I would like to. If that makes any sense.
Good news.
There we go.
Our new female pandas have been given a clean bill of health. You'd best move them into the new habitat so they can settle in. And I hope you've made their habitat as comfy as possible, because
did.
animals will only breed if they're happy.
Okay. So highlight the facility. Where are the animals? Oh, here they are. Okay, we'll move them over. This says invalid destination. I guess it's not. Okay, move the giant pandas over. That's what I was doing. There we go.
Oh, bless. I think they'll be really happy in there.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed we'll see some lovely new
They
cubs sooner
pooped.
rather than later. Right. While they're being delivered, we'd better get on with something else. Oh, dear me. There's never any time to rest when you're running a zoo, is there? Well, unless you hit the pause button.
Ha.
Okay, I think it's time I taught you all about work zones. I know, they don't sound as interesting as the animals, but trust me, they're ever so useful. You see, work zones are a way of making sure that your staff concentrate on specific habitats or tasks within the zoo. so they aren't wandering off elsewhere when it's time to feed the animals or the like. So let's start by creating a new work zone and then assigning a keeper to it so that they know to look after the new pandas. To do that, go into the zoo section, then click on staff and then work zones.
Oh yeah, the research is done. Nice. Okay, staff, work
Now,
zones,
click on new work zone.
new work zone. And we're gonna highlight
To set up your new
these three.
work zone, I'll need you to select the highlighted habitat gate, staff room and keeper hut. Oh, and don't forget to name it something useful. Once you're done, just go ahead and exit the work zone creator.
Okay.
Now let's hire a new keeper and assign them to our new
We
work
just named
zone.
it work zone 10.
We don't want them
So
getting
sorry, lady.
distracted by other goings on in the zoo. Go on, hire one.
Pandas 2. Okay, and then we're gonna hire somebody.
Then click on your new keeper to bring up their information panel and go to their employment tab. At the bottom, you can assign them to your new work
Pandas
zone
2.
from the drop-down menu.
There we go.
Now that we've got our lovely new Just a Memento shop designed, you should build one of them near the zoo's exit. That way the guests won't miss it on their way out and we won't miss out on their money.
Just a memento, huh? Is there a highlighted area? No. Okay, so we're just gonna put it like random spot. Unless there is a highlighted area. Yep, there it is.
Oh,
There we go.
that's ever so wonderful, that is.
Perfect.
Anyway, I'm just off for a moment, but I'm sure I'll have some more jobs for you to look at shortly.
Aw, those pandas look just adorable. I can see why people keep foolishly forgetting that they're wild bears. And good work on that new gift shop branding. Just a memento. Very clever. Much better than our old overpriced gifts branding. I'm all for truth in advertising, but it was perhaps a little on the nose.
Back as promised. Right, I'd like you to increase the number of different species in the zoo. Now, you can find out what species are already in your zoo by going into the zoo section and then into the animals area. And if you're wondering how you're going to fit them all in, then mixed species habitats are a great way to save space and create interesting habitats. Just make sure to check the Zoopedia to find out which species enjoy living together. E.g., don't mix lions with antelopes.
Dang it. Okay, so we're gonna build a habitat, and then we're gonna figure out what we want in here later. There we go. Okay, so habitat gate for our keepers. Can we make this glass? There we go. Okay. We'll make this one glass as well. Okay, so now we just need to add 3 more species to our zoo. And it's nighttime. I wish we could fast forward. I mean, I guess we could. There we go. Okay. So we just need to add, let's say 2 species here. I mean, we could try 3. This is kind of a lot of space. Nice. Let's move them both to our new habitat. And then while we're waiting, let's try to put something together for species. Black wildebeest. There we go. So a large water trough for them to drink from. Large food bowls. Okay. Some enrichment. Ooh, scratching tree. That's pretty cool. Another scratching tree here. And then common warthog. Foraging box for the warthog. And then let's get some wind chimes. Sorry, I'll move this out of the way. Okay. So now we just gotta make sure that they're happy with the terrain. Oh, there's not enough enrichment. Barrel feeder. There we go. Okay, so there's plenty of room, but they need more soil, and they could do with less long grass, I guess. Ooh, that's intense. Wildebeest escaped. I don't even know how. How did it get out? Oh, they just, oh my god. They just jumped. Okay. Let's fix the height of this barrier. Maybe like 10 feet. Oh, I get a wildebeest jump. Is that in the facts? Let's check. Zoopedia. Um, there's nothing about it. But 10 feet should be good. Wow, they really just jumped straight over, huh? Kind of crazy. That's okay. Let's go take this baby out of quarantine now. These checks are all good. We just gotta make sure that they're happy too. So they need more hard shelter. Obviously, we don't really have any. So we'll give them some shaded shelter in the back. And some big bedding. Oops. There we go. Okay. Let's make sure the little warty warthog is good. This is more than enough space for them. So wildebeest, warthog. Do we have anything else in animal trading that can go? We'll buy another warthog. And send her to quarantine. Well, that's okay. That's 2 species at least. Did we already have peafowl? I'm pretty sure we didn't, right? Yeah, we don't. So let's add some peafowl. Where to add them? Ooh, right here's a nice spot. So let's do chain link. Make it close to the sidewalk. This is gonna be one that they're able to. Well, I don't know if I can choose that option, but I would hope they'd be able to go in with them. There we go. Kind of want a viewing dome. That'd be cool. So here's the gate for the employees. And then we're gonna make this like guest habitat. I'm gonna put it on this side. Do we have room for another one? Not really. I think you can only have one. Oh, no, we did it. Okay, so we'll make a little path. There we go. There we go. And then how do I make the path on the inside. I don't remember. There we go. That's a good time. Okay. So the sun is rising. And we'll continue our journey. So let's see. We gotta order some peafowl. Let's order. Let's see. I guess it doesn't really matter, so we'll just take a male. 3 females. I think you need a lot of these guys. Send them to quarantine. And then we check quarantine. And we move this girl over to this other exhibit. And then let's see, how do we change the work zone again? This is our habitat. How do we change to the work zone? Maybe it's these guys? Okay, so these are the work zone. This is pandas 2. We need more employees. Let's drop 2 more. And then pandas 2. Work zones. There we go. Pandas 2. Edit work zone. We're gonna add this little area right here. And this. Okay. Then we're gonna exit. And we're gonna give these 2, I think these are our new ones. I'm gonna give them the pandas 2. Just so that one guy isn't overwhelmed. Yeah. Okay, so the pandas now include the wildebeests and the warthogs. Which they seem to be enjoying each other's company. Yeah. Let me make sure it's good for the warthogs. I didn't even check. Yeah, they need more trees and stuff. Tropical grassland. Got some palm trees. Nope, they don't like them. How about some Asian bamboo? Nope. Tropical. But the continent has to be Africa. That one seems fine. Put a nice tree right there so there's a lot of shade and not so much glare. These guys need to see too. Maybe there should be light. Oh well. Whoa, this is a big tree. I like it. Damn. These trees get huge. Nice little tamarind tree. Okay, let's hope it's good for the wildebeest as well. Look at them running around. They like it. They don't actually like any of these trees. But it's okay, because the coverage is just perfect for all of them. Okay. Let's go back to the peafowl. They've all been checked and cleared. So we'll move them over. And then check the species for Indian peafowl. There we go. We'll give them some hard shelter. Okay.
I'm sure you know by now how
Yeah.
to make your animals happy. So you'd best get that sorted before the inspector gets here. Sorry, did I not mention there was an inspector coming?
No, you didn't.
Dear. Looks like you've got everything humming away nicely. Well done. Oh, well, it seems that with our new pandas and other species, we've attracted lots and lots of new guests. Let's work on making sure those guests are kept happy. That means making sure they have great views of the animals, lots of places to buy food and drink, and, well, lots of places to get rid of food and drink. Toilets.
Oh, you don't
You
say.
should think carefully about where to put your guest facilities, though. For instance, don't put all of the food shops in the same place. Just look at how the guests are distributed around the park and put your facilities where they'll be needed the most. As long as you remember to pay attention to what the guests are thinking, you'll soon have a handle on what everyone wants.
Cool. Okay, so heat maps. Guest needs. What you need? Okay. I don't really like the views. Well, I didn't build this park, so you're kind of stuck with that. But education seems like that's kind of keeping their happiness down. Which I could increase the education on the wildebeest and whatnot. So let's do that. I think it's under media devices and education. We'll do education boards. They're the simplest to do. Especially when we're just trying to get through the story. Okay, well... Oh, these are the wrong ones. But we'll, put these. This is what we need. Habitat education stand. Okay, hopefully that's not blocking your view. Black wildebeest. And then we'll put another one right here. About the common warthog. There we go. And then we need one more for the Indian peafowl. Which people are getting a first-hand view of, so that's pretty nice. Facilities, here we go. There we go. So what's our goal though? What do we need? Place a chief beef. Place cosmic cows and milkshakes. Okay. So do guest facilities, food stalls. We need chief beef. Here we go. This has chief beef. There you go. Cosmic cows and milkshakes. Let's go be. We do need I forget how to put this in a shell. Let's see. Shell. There we go. So we'll put this here. And then cosmic cow and milkshakes. Okay, let's see if we can get this right. And then just connect the path. Why does this have rails? There we go. We kind of ruined the path a little bit, but there we go. Okay, what else do we need? Information center, toilet block, 5 bins and 5 benches. Okay, let's find the information center. Everything's gonna be over here. Let's do large toilets. There we go. And then 5 bins and 5 benches. Let's do these red bins. There's plenty of bins everywhere though. Maybe we'll put them over here. For the keepers. Since there's a bin every 2 feet. No bins here though. Sorry, I'm getting lazy with this. 5 benches. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5.
Oh, sounds like the inspector's almost here. Now, I fully expect you to pass with flying colours. Anything less, and I might have to organise a little job exchange scheme for you with whoever's mucking out the pandas.
Yeah. These places are without power? That's not good. Facilities. Utilities. Transformer. Okay. And then that's gonna need an employee only path. There we go. Okay. And then we just need a 2.5 or higher. So let's speed up time until she gets here. Or he. Whoever the inspector is. I've always had women inspectors, so. Did I say expectors? I meant inspectors. Wait, are they already here? They are here. They give us a 5-star on the red pandas. So let's just see how we do. She's headed to the gharials and the flamingos. Or saltwater crocs, I guess. I think those are greater flamingos. The Japanese macaques. Weird. I didn't know there were these filters. Anyways. Let's go back. She only gave us a 4-star on the greater flamingos. Nothing on the gharials yet. The macaques got 5. So we just gotta wait for the gharials. Look at that big guy. I think I'm stuck on extra smooth camera mode. Extra smooth motion. There we go. There we go, yeah. Okay, 5 stars. Perfect. I mean, not perfect, but,
You know,
good for
I
us.
really can't believe just how much you've come on during our time together.
Yeah.
It goes to show Bernie's got a keen eye for talent. Oh, and speaking of Bernie, he's not finished with you yet. He's got a new job for you in Canada. I get the feeling
Yeah.
that you'd best pack a warm coat. Oh, listen, it's been wonderful getting to know you, and I'm sure we'll meet again. But in the meantime, good luck.
Thanks, Nancy. Alright, that's gonna be it for the episode then.
I've been told that there are
Oh,
smiles on the faces of
and there's
all of the
Bernie.
guests. And that's a real testament to the hard work you've put into this place. And if anything, I hear the animals look even happier. Although, in all honesty, it's hard to tell with the pandas. They're so enigmatic. I'm told that Lin quite the character, though. Oh, she's really been a hit with the visitors. You could even say the business is bam booming. And, fingers crossed, we might even be able to feature pandas at some of my other zoos, now that you've shown everyone we know how to cater for their welfare. I shouldn't be surprised, though. After all, you've become a very capable trainee zoo manager. I suspect there isn't a single task I could throw at you which you wouldn't handle with aplomb. That said, I think the next one's gonna be a bit of a curveball.
Is that it? Are we good? Okay. Thanks for watching, everybody. Yeah, that was fun. We got everything done, and the next episode is just gonna be the next park. And they're probably gonna get long because sometimes it takes forever. But yeah, I'll cut out whatever I can, but this hopefully wasn't too long. And if you're asleep right now, have a good night. And if you're not, thanks for watching, and I love you. Goodbye.